Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. They come out with one back and three tight ends. A.J. McCarron looking to throw and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. On second down, here's McCarron. A little dump off for Crowell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. McCarron to throw once more. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Cleveland. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking in the end zone on a running play.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out the end zone for the two-point play.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards on the ground. And now a first down following that long gain. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps, and that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Now Wentz on third down. A dump off to Sproles. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. This is complete to Hawkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now McCarron throwing on second. It's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
To throw, McCarron. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the... Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, the be going for 6. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 2nd down, here's McCarron. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnage, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move, as that gives him a 1st down. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hurry up, here we go.
And again, it's McCarron. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw, and this one brought in by Barnage. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw, it's McCarron. Coleman has it here right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Back there in that belly, here we go.
Now here's McCarron again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Wentz now to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw, it's Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go, Blue Niners.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
McCarron to throw on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the...
Ryan Matthews. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, as the first half is winding down, and the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Gets it to Gordon. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
A.J. McCarron. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. McCarron, a final shot before the half. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by... Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short.
But that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Goes underneath for Sproles. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 58 yards, and the Eagles have taken a lead. And for quarterback Carson Wentz, touchdown pass number 1 of his career.
And he is so used to rising up on charts, moving up in people's minds. I first heard about him when he was a junior at North Dakota State. I didn't get serious about scouting him until his senior year, and all I kept seeing was improvement throughout. He's got the frame, he's got the arm, he's got the athletic ability, and he has the moxie.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time, in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. McCarron on first down. Coleman has it here right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From midfield, here's McCarron. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw, McCarron completes it to Coleman. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
No, check.
On first and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Over.
McCarron now on first down. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Malcolm Johnson from 21 yards away. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Wentz throwing on second down. On the grab, it's Reuben Randall. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Corey Coleman now gears up to help lead this offense again. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And quickly they get to the line. Now McCarron throwing on second. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, McCarron. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Holding offense.
Here we go. 3-19.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo, in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The former first-rounder Barkevious Mingo able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
McCarron now on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go now.
McCarron to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
McCarron on first down. And a quick throw That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go.
Now McCarron throwing on second. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw, McCarron. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, McCarron. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Caught. Left side. It's Barnage. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Gary Barnage, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Wentz now on first down. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Hits his target, Ruben Randall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. Hurts over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. He'll look to throw. completed 7 straight passes before that one, as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Play 19. Play 19.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Offense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Green 39.
Now Wentz got to have this one. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Gibbons, his first touchdown as a member of the Eagles. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
And there's the touchdown, partner. We just saw it. What do you do now? Oh, yeah. Of course you know what you do. You're going for 2, right?
I think anytime you're inside of 2 minutes in this situation, you try for 2.
And remember, let's go back to training camp. Every team we talk to said they spend more time now on 2-point conversion periods than they ever have before.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now McCarron. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing now is McCarron. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And out now come the Eagles. They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here now, big spot for the kicker. It's Caleb Sturgis. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. McCarron looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his release.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. McCarron with one final try. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So they're